rappers. If I send the dressers, they gon' come in straight.
What it is, it's your boys Deuce and Teddy reporting with the facts, opinions, and BS straight from the top of the key. What's good?
My health, that ain't that ain't what's good.
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all, this is how y'all know we dedicated. How y'all know we dedicated, cause you don't feel good. As you can see, I don't feel good. You probably can't see that, but I don't feel good either. But as promised, at a minimum twice a week, we in there.
Because we appreciate y'all. Can't nothing stop us. We have to literally be dead, and even then, we still gonna record at the funeral.
Dedicated, dedicated, dedicated.
I go again with my white hands. That's crazy.
Hey, it's that season. Like, man, getting visited by Santa already.
Real quick though, I had to put on the STL for the
Let
St.
them know
Louis
where you
Celtics.
from.
We had to represent for the St. Louis Celtics. Last night was an amazing game. If y'all ain't see it, unfortunately, the Cavs went down. I kind of wanted to see them make some type of history, some more history. They already made history as the second best, tied for the second best start in NBA history, 15-0. But Jason Tatum showed that he is the MVP of this season so far. Like, he is that guy. And he showed up, he stepped up, he broke some ankles, he hit some shots. The Celtics was just, if y'all ain't see the game, it was definitely entertaining, to say the least. So, a shout out to the Celtics and the Cavs for some amazing June basketball all the way in November. So that was dope. So I got
So
my
speaking of that
STL.
game, I appreciate you for bringing that up. 120, 117 in favor of the St. Louis Celtics. Go ahead. Do you got a game breakdown? Like, what do you think gave the Celtics an edge over the Cavs when no other team could get that edge?
They got overall a better player. Their best player is better than the other team's best player. And both best players showed up. Donovan Mitchell was in his bag. If y'all didn't watch the game, the Celtics was up by 20-something points. And they battled all the way back. Donovan Mitchell was like 1 for 9 or something like that from the 3-point line going into the third quarter and stuff. And he just kept scoring. He didn't do what Steph do sometimes and just kept shooting. He actually brought it in and he started going to the rim. He started running downhill and scoring and scoring and scoring. He put the team on his back and he did that. Got him within 2 points. But the Celtics had just a little bit better player than Jason Tatum, who was answering the call. Like, they was going back and forth. Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, he answered the call. He was like, hey, you that guy, I'm that guy too. I think both of them finished with like 33 points, 32, 33, both of them somewhere around there. Like, it was beautiful basketball at the end of the day. It was just, Celtics just showed up a little bit better when it came down to the end.
I mean,
So
really, despite the efforts from the Celtics, if Darius Garland showed up as he's been doing, the Cavs won this game. But in the same breath, you could say if Jaylen Brown didn't shoot 1 point shots the whole game, he had 17 points off 17 shots. Klay Thompson type activity. The Celtics win that by even larger margin. So definitely a great game.
but to mention though, the Cavs came back from a 20-point deficit on the Celtics last year, and they did that without Donovan Mitchell and actually won the game. So the Cavs know how to play the Celtics. For like, why do they let them get? Why do they get down by 20-some points? I don't know. But the fact that they able to battle back every time and make it into a contention game in the final seconds is pretty crazy. So
Now, do you think it's time to discredit the Cavs because now they played a team worth mentioning and they lost?
no, Charles Barkley said it, and I agree. everybody in the NBA can play ball. Even though you got some terrible teams out there, some teams that just steady rebuilding, trying to put it together and stuff. Everybody in the NBA can ball. Everybody is a grown man, whether you're 18 or you're 40, and everybody can play. These are the best players in the world. So they beaten everybody until last night. So I give them props for that in itself. Because as we see, you see the good teams lose to the terrible teams and still go on to win a championship. Like Celtics have lost to a sub 500 team. The Warriors lost to a sub 500 team and they still win the championship. And you win some, you lose some, you know. But these is all hoopers. These is all ballers. These ain't scrubs. These are top athletes in the world in the game of basketball. And they was beating everybody that was put in front of them, point blank, period. So, nah, I'm not going to discredit them in my personal opinion. You feel different?
I mean, I've already said they haven't played a notable team. I mean, they beat the Lakers, beat the snot out the Lakers. And the Lakers haven't had an impressive season. So
They
that's
beat y'all
something you
too.
got to give them credit to. I ain't get there yet, brother. God damn, pump your brakes, my boy. They beat the Bucks with Giannis and D. Lil, and beat the Bucks with just D. Lil in two close games. And then they turn around and demolished my boys. So I'm not gonna say they haven't played anybody, but let's be honest. Out of all them teams, I said the Lakers ain't nothing. They weren't anything last year. The Warriors, they weren't anything last year. And the Bucks, they've been struggling since they hired Doc Rivers. So in the same time you mention those teams, you be like, but were those teams really anybody? So I'm not gonna discredit them because they were making history, shooting down to 70% from the three to whoop up on my boys, having that 15-0 start. I'm not gonna discredit them. I just want to see how they go forward from this point. So now, are they gonna start another 15-0 run? Because looking at it, let me see. Yeah, looking at it, they got Toronto, Atlanta, Boston. So now they get to get their get back versus Boston. They playing the Pelicans right now, but they get to get their get back versus Boston after Thanksgiving. Washington, Denver, Charlotte, Miami, Milwaukee, 76ers, Utah, Denver, Golden State, and Los Angeles. So that takes them through December. And that's 15 games exactly. So if you ask me, Denver versus Boston, I'd love to see that. Let's see how they rocking. I wouldn't be surprised if Atlanta shocked them. Atlanta been shocking a lot of people. Denver, we're gonna see what Denver has if Jokic is back. Westbrook getting them triple doubles. Shout out to West Breezy for making history, having the most triple doubles.
200.
And then what? Miami, potentially the Bucks because the Bucks starting to catch their groove. So they going into, they entering a lot more games versus the West and some tougher opponents in the East. So next 15, I say they had a next 15, New Year's Eve, New Year's time. We have a reassessment and come back and visit. But definitely, I'm not gonna discredit them guys. Big ups to the Cavs.
They still got history they could still be playing for. So it's still possible history. So I feel like they're going to play with a chip on their shoulder as if they still undefeated. There's still
Look,
a record that could be broken. So
in the movement to make the future, if I gotta create history, it is what it is. So go do it.
uh,
You're gonna look at me, huh?
it's I feel everybody better be on the lookout because the Cavs still got history, so can still make history. So they're gonna be playing to win for
Why
sure.
you have to look at me like that, bro?
Why can't I look at you like that?
Like you act like you got a problem with what I said.
I'm just looking. I got the you got the mic. I'm just looking.
I wasn't talking at the time when you was looking at me like that. You got a problem.
Nah, he
Get it
was.
off your chest.
He was.
I said what I said and dropped the mic, bro.
I just let you finish. Let's get it to the top. You don't want no smoke on this beautiful Wednesday, man.
Look, I already got the advantage. You
I
want
know
a
you.
mask.
I know you feeling some type of way because your guy's gone for the year. That's why you feeling some type of way. It ain't.
I was just praising that man yesterday too.
I know. That's what I said. You said he was getting ready to come back in a couple of weeks. You said he'll be back end of November.
And I was hella excited too when I ain't see him on the injury reserve list. I was like, oh, he back.
He ain't back. He's going home. He got on the same thing you got on right now. Drinking the same bottle of water. Got his feet kicked up, waiting. It's a goner. If y'all for the fans that we was talking about, the Warriors lost, and Deuce over there was saying, instead of GP2 taking that shot, if it would have been Melton taking it, probably would have been a different story, because he's a better shooter. He's a better, in Deuce's opinion, he's a better overall player than a GP2. Not no disrespect to GP2 at all, but that's why we were talking about him. And now we just found out, breaking news here, that it's over for the boy. What do you do?
I mean, we played last year without him. We played a lot of this year without him. We continue to play without him. But when I found this out, I'm like, oh, now it makes sense why they working Lindy Waters into the mix. Lindy Waters can shoot. So going back to that play, honestly, when we lost, good loss to the Clippers. Could have been 11-2, but we 10-3. Steph was passing the ball to Lindy Waters. GP2 caught the ball. I'm not mad at you. He took the shot. I'm not mad at you. But I know I'm watching the trajectory of that ball. Lindy Waters was supposed to get it. Now, only thing I can say going back to that play, Draymond should have kicked it to the left to Lindy Waters instead of making that dangerous across the court pass to Steph. So in those situations, prioritize Steph, but don't only seek Steph. So if Steph open and can get a good shot, get it to him. Otherwise, guess what? They're going to pay Steph all the attention. Somebody else is going to be open. And they not worried about anybody else because y'all don't got Clay. So y'all got to show we got shooters out here. And we routinely shoot over 40%. Draymond shooting over 40% from the three. So let's keep that in. Let's keep that focus in mind and utilize the players we got. Because as Teddy know, y'all all got the green light. So don't take that green light away in those moments. We seen Liddy Waters hit tough shots in the preseason. And yes, it was the preseason, but yes, it was still a tough shot. So, hey, but Deanthony Melton, like you said, man, done for the season. So when I seen he had that sprain, I think it's his MCL, his ACL. It was one of them, I can't remember. I was like, damn, but it was the game versus y'all. I didn't even see it. I'm like, man, that's bad news. But they was like, he'll be back in a few weeks. I'm like, okay. They just being cautious because we got strength in numbers again. And then, yep. Nope. That man out. So go on, rest up, get ready. GP2, step up to the plate. I know you can shoot. Everybody, you know what y'all got to bring to the table. We locked in. We in the number 1 seed again, thanks to the Spurs. CP3 hitting that shot. The Spurs taking that dub. Appreciate y'all. Keeping us in that number 1 spot, baby.
Kind of feel sorry for the Thunder.
Tough. Yeah, but they just got
It's
Hartenstein back, so now they got a 7-footer back. Let me see. He gonna get back in the groove. He gonna get back in the groove of things. Playing 13 minutes, 9 rebounds. I like it. So he ain't gonna stress the floor, but he gonna be more of a big man than Chet was. But Chet was having a remarkable season. Last year, we know he was running from Wemby all last year. This year, he was dominating Wemby. And Wemby's been having an amazing season. So to say he dominated Wemby is crazy.
He want all the smoke now.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, since you want it, you say he had, 13 minutes, 9 rebounds?
Yeah, 5 points.
That's production, baby.
They need those 9 rebounds. Because remember, when they played y'all, they didn't have a player on that court over 6. They had one player that was 6'6". Everybody else was 6'5" and below. That makes a huge difference. Makes a huge difference. Even in a last game, you seen Jalen Williams prioritize rebounding because he knew we ain't got nobody. What he had, 11 rebounds. J-Dub, 11 rebounds. So now it takes the pressure off of them. They ain't got to go out there and be the rebounders. They can go play their game. And their game, they get rebounds. They just don't have to be the tenacious rebounder. So,
Uh-huh. We may see. We'll see. What they at in like third or fourth spot? They moving on down that chart.
they in the third spot. They should be in the second. The Thunder in the second spot. They behind the Warriors. So, yep, they behind the Warriors. If they lose tonight, then they probably drop behind the Lakers because they'll be 11-5. The Lakers win tonight, they'll be 11-4.
Yeah, the Lakers won like 6 in a row.
Yeah, they doing their
They
thing.
that rookie
See,
showed out
you
yesterday.
talking about Connect 4? 30,
Mm-hmm.
what, 37?
37, 9
9
for
threes?
9 for
Big
12.
ups. Big ups to that boy.
I'm
I,
one of
I
them.
I like to see stuff like that when you draft a player. Use that player. I like to see it. Have faith in that player.
LeBron James said 16 other teams effed up when they let that boy get all the way down to number 17. And some of those jewels, though, you never know. Like a SGA or that didn't get drafted high, or look at Jokic, multiple time MVP. He went in the second round. Like you get those
Draymond,
jewels.
what Draymond get drafted? 49?
I don't know about Draymond. I thought he was a first rounder at least. But when you got, those jewels like that,
He was 35th overall.
he long and he can actually shoot. Oh man, that does justice for AD and a LeBron James on the Lakers. It makes sense.
And D. Lil, Anthony Davis, and Draymond was all in the same draft class.
They could say it might actually work.
It ain't gonna be enough for them to do anything.
I
But
don't see them winning a championship with that, but
do you see them repeating for the NBA Cup?
it depends on who in they I don't see them beating the Celtics or the Cavs.
They
Let's
even
just
see them
say
coming out the West though.
for the cup.
When you got teams
Yeah.
like Dallas, Thunder, Warriors,
We
you
ain't
still
we
gotta
ain't in
respect the Clippers,
tip top shape right now. You still got a
Nuggets.
MVP candidate on your team. Possibly. I see why not. They on a roll. They playing. They doing enough to win.
The Rockets on the roll,
Yeah,
the
but
Nuggets on the roll as of late, the Warriors on the roll. They not on a current roll, but you got to be on the roll to be number one in the West.
so I don't see why not.
I see why you wouldn't count your guys.
They defending champs.
Y'all in the 11th spot.
So I wouldn't be surprised if the Lakers take it home.
I ain't going with that. So my boy Chris Middleton, he ramping up. He was cleared for basketball activities, and he ramping up. Are you excited?
Uh, Not really. Last time he played basketball, he wasn't the 3-and-D player that we knew him to be.
I ain't ever know Chris Middleton to be a 3-and-D player.
But you don't know what kind of Chris you gonna get. Who knows?
The last time we witnessed him play basketball, he wasn't that shooter. He's been a shooter. He's been a solid number 2 for Giannis. We haven't witnessed him be a number 2 or a number 3. If he a number 2, he's that shit's naive. Shit. Not these shit, but just shit. It is what it is.
We don't know what you're getting, so I don't know. We have to wait and see.
If I'm the Bucks, I have no choice but to be ecstatic. We need you, brother. We need you, brother. If I'm the
Chris
Bucks, I have no
Middleton,
choice.
6'7", maybe. Yeah,
Should be
but do
about
some.
6'6".
Better do something, buddy. I guess we'll see. I mean, I don't think nobody's shivering in their boots, you know.
6'7", yeah, 6'7". Nah, ain't nobody shivering their boots, but that make for the perfect punch in the face.
It
Yeah,
could
punch.
be. It could be if you show up.
Yeah,
You know, just play your role, get back into the swing of an NBA basketball game, find your spot, find your find yourself again, and get back
look,
into the groove.
peep game. Y'all 5-9, 5-9. Y'all won 3 out of y'all last 4 games. So take away 3 wins and 1 loss. Y'all 2-8. Can't get any worse than that. So come and perform. You gonna add offense. Sometimes you play defense by playing offense. Hopefully you got some type of defense in you. I think it's a plus for the team because that's Doc Rivers' thing. Doc Rivers he's able to coach a whole team. He can't coach a portion of a team. That's what it is. I see you, Doc. I see you. I understand.
Let's see. So who would that move?
It's
I guess
one of them young guys.
yeah, because he'll be back in the starting lineup.
Yeah, I think he gonna work his way into the starting lineup in his ramp up, depending on who they got. They got like the Bulls tonight, but you got Gary Trent, Bobby Portis, Giannis. No, hold on, let me look at some. Torian Prince, Giannis, Brook Lopez, Andre Jackson, Damian Lillard. So you ain't taking Torian Prince off the court. You need perimeter defense. So it's gonna be Andre Jackson. But I done heard a lot about that boy, so I can see Middleton coming off the bench and running that unit with Delon Wright and Bobby Portis. I can see him in that, and because Gary Trent Jr. he was starting, but they tired of them the bite sizes, so put in a larger specimen, 6'6" Andre Jackson. So
I feel like that shot said Dame.
I'm just saying, bro. I've been said Dame next to another small guard just ain't it. It ain't it. They don't because it ain't like you putting somebody next to him that's really gonna shake something. Ain't nobody gonna be better than CJ McCollum was. Let's be honest. How many other small guards you can put next to D Lil right now that's gonna be better than CJ? You got Darius Garland,
D Mitch is the only one.
D Mitch, but D Mitch is a superstar, so he way better than the caliber of CJ McCollum. CJ McCollum, I don't know if he ever hit that pinnacle of being a superstar. Like he was a player, he that guy, but do you call him a superstar?
CJ, I'm just a fan of CJ, so I say yeah. I'm a CJ fan. I'm gonna say yeah.
I know you better respect CJ, but that ain't a better respect. Like he ain't that, but he'll show up. Nah, he is that. I don't think he a superstar though.
I get it.
All right, so let's talk about this 6 man of the year race. The last time we hit MVP talk, let's talk about this 6 man of the year race. So, just off the top of your dome, let's hold on. Let's talk about some of the ones who were year after year, or maybe year after every other year. They just running the 6 man of the year race. You had your Jamal Crawfords, you know one,
Clarkson, Jordan Clarkson.
Jordan Clarkson, Lou Williams,
Them three, yep.
your
Them three
J.R.
big ones.
Smiths.
Your Bobby Porters.
Yeah, Malik Monk seemed like he was emerging as one.
Yep.
But ironically, Malik Monk ain't really done anything this year, and now he hurt. So I don't really see him in the mix. I don't see him in the mix.
It's probably that lingering injury from last year that's carrying over this year.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, is Jordan Clarkson? He going from starting to not starting to starting to not starting,
Yeah, they in a huge struggle right now.
but he always shows up, give you utility player type production. He ain't no slouch.
So this is who they got right now. Malik Monk was originally the favorite. Josh Hart could have been the favorite, but he is starter now, so you can't do that. Hayden Pritchard, Buddy Hield, Benedict Mathurin, Nas Reed, Trey Mann.
I like
Moving
Nas Reed.
moving on to the next five: Miles McBride, Derek Lively II, Bobby Portis, Karis LeVert, and then your boy Jaime Jaquez. So that's the top 10. But the ones that's like plus triple digits, Peyton Pritchard, Buddy Hield, Benedict Arnold, those are the only ones. Once you get to Nas Reed, it's plus 1,000, Trey Mann plus 1,400. So Buddy Hield doing his thing. Let him get back on course and let the Warriors finish in the top 5 in the West, top 3 especially. That's one hell of an argument for them because everybody was when they signed Buddy Hield because they thought he ain't shit compared to Clay. So
I can see Buddy Hield as of right now. I would say Buddy Hield should be at the top.
he been a little bit normal, less stellar as of late. Or Peyton Pritchard coming in being feisty. He was trying to walk out the Celtics life not too long ago because they wasn't really extending his contracts. He wasn't getting on the court. He's like, I'm a baller. And that man got that stilo, that swag, that dagger. You see him busting like that. So he demanded respect. And when they gave him the respect, he showed them why they
Both
should have
of
been
them,
giving them respect.
both of them is shooting out the gym. Buddy Hield and Pritchard both shooting out the gym right now. Like Pritchard is up there. He definitely top 3 as far as overall most 3-point field goals made so far in the season. He up there, and Buddy Hield percentages is just crazy.
Yeah.
Buddy Hield got to be what high 40s overall.
For what, threes?
Yeah, like something him personally, not the team, just him.
Yeah.
Got to be something crazy right now. 15 games in, the way he started the season, I would not be surprised.
You looking for percentages? Let me see. Let me find this. You can find me in St. Louis.
Huh.
What a gunplay, rain all day, nah. Buddy Hield 3-point percentage. He ain't got it on her. He ain't got it on her. So let me go find it. All right, 3-point percentage, 46%. 46% from the three.
I knew it. That's crazy high. Like, that's ridiculous.
Deanthony Melton was shooting 37%. My guy, I told you Draymond had been shooting about 45%. He had 46% from the three, too. Let me see. Lindy Waters, have you shot enough to make it even matter? 41%. Moses Moody, he was in the 40s as well. 45%. Jonathan Kuminga, I know you were at 31%. Yeah. Call him Mickey Mouse. Andrew Wiggins, 38%. And let's see what the boy Steph doing. The notorious Chef Curry, 42%. So you got Buddy, Draymond, Moody, Lindy, Steph. You got 5 3-point shooters over 40%. And then Wiggs at like what, 38? So good shit.
That's what. You want to talk about your team a little bit? He's going down them stats.
So look, my team at this point, y'all doing better than what I'd have projected. Honestly, I seen y'all in the preseason. I ain't just watch. I saw y'all in the preseason. A lot of people ain't see y'all. They gonna downplay the preseason as if it ain't preseason for everybody. But I seen y'all in the preseason. I was really watching them young gunners that y'all brought in, them newbies. And I liked what I saw. And I was telling Teddy, I liked what I saw. And y'all been keeping that momentum. We got 3 losses, got smacked up by the Cavs. They were making history that game. It happens. We just lost to the Clippers, and we lost twice to the Clippers. So, hey, Norman Powell show up. He really shows up versus us. We had his number, and then he showed up and showed out. So, just keep getting better. Pay attention. Learn from them losses. We play the Hawks tonight. Let's go ahead and secure that dub. Start running up them wins. And Steve Kerr, I like the fact they got Jerry Stackhouse. Jerry Stackhouse. I heard him talking about how he came in with the mind to put everything defensive, like prioritize defense. He got every game they rate the players' defense, and Draymond getting grades and Steph getting grades. So that says a lot. You see Steve Kerr yelling at Steph, so that says a lot. So I like having Terry Stouts and Jerry Stackhouse on our team. We're the only team in the league that's in the top 5 for offense and defense. So keep doing what y'all doing. Let's get back to blowing motherfuckers out. But if reality got to be reality, then hey, secure the win. We don't got to get to the blowout. What I got for my team. What you got?
Starting to pick up some momentum. Starting to work out some bugs. People starting to get into the groove, getting healthy again. PJ back. We starting to win. We're winning the games we supposed to win. We just blew out 40 ball dang near the Pelicans, but the Pelicans ain't got nobody. That's what you're supposed to do. So it matters when you're doing what you're supposed to do. Sharing minutes, sharing the ball, rebounding, everything's starting to come together a little bit, and the role players are really stepping up. Hardy and Marshall, the bench guys, is nice. Hardy is coming into his. Last year, we saw some glimpse of it. This year, he getting way more clock. He coming into his own, and we all knew what type of dog Marshall was. So to see him on my squad being that dog player, I'm loving it. I'm happy. I'm cool. Clay still got to find himself, get into the rhythm, figure it out. And then Kyrie and Luka just do what Kyrie and Luka do, and it's going to produce results. So I'm cool. We in the 9th seed, 8 wins, 7 losses. We cool.
Y'all in the 12th seed, 11th seed.
No, look at it now.
Look
at it now.
Updated. We gotta let the night finish out, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. I respect it. Hey, celebrate. Well, mine still say 11, but it ain't updated. So, y'all 8 and 9 and 7. So, hey, big ups to y'all. Y'all know what time it is. Top of the key, sick, under the weather. It don't matter. We gonna record and report them facts, opinions, and BS. We out.
Let it burn, you gon' get it back. These just my confessions. Stay in traffic, can't get picked off like no shit and duck. Keep one in the tuck. Wife be mad, but bet she still gon' fuck. Don't speak